Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Kingdoms of the Dump. Last time we left off, we were in this weird place, and I'm just carrying Dustin because we have to purify him. We're in a washing machine. Apparently the washing machine. Some sort of deity washing machine. Oh, I actually have to fight. Wash your spirit. Oh no. This is not going to be ideal. You're not going to be very weak to water, I feel. Or bubbles, or clean, or anything that I do? Okay, no, that was fine. Ow. Okay, I'm moving up here. Let's see if water pillars may be a little bit better. 467's a lot better, yeah. It's single target instead of multi, so that checks out, I think. Alright, come on, Dustin. I love just walking around on the clothes like this. This game is just so nice. All the, like, the design bits and all the, like, fun little levels they make out of the idea and stuff, it's truly phenomenal. And this is a belt. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, okay, so this was just for some liquid metal. I mean, it might be useful at some point. Yeah, like, walking around on the clothes like this, it's almost like I'm on pokey floats. Smash. Remember pokey floats? Oh no, 2 of them? With just Cerulean 2 enemies is a big ask of a fight. I just realized Dustin is just sitting back there. We have to set Dustin's corpse down. Which makes sense. But oh my god. Wow, that's not enough to kill you. Yeah, this is a struggle. I mean, I've put, like, all of my points in the skill that I possibly can, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to matter. It's just, like, Cerulean just doesn't do a lot of damage no matter what. So getting into fights with just Cerulean is hard. I mean, it makes sense for, you know, a healer. But you need, like, a, you know, like, Holy or something. The one really, really good damaging spell that, white mages sometimes get, you know? That's what we need in our lives. Okay, walking across the belt. Sparkling shampoo. Alright, belt, goodbye. Dustin, I'm gonna need you to wake up. There's not even anything good in these treasure chests I'm looting, Dustin. I'm getting in the fights for basically no reason, Dustin. Please. At least there's a lot of MP. They knew that was gonna be your only way to win the fight, so they're like, yeah, we should make sure they have a pretty good amount. Please leave me be. Nope. No way I'm getting past you. I mean, at least you, like, basically don't damage me at all. But still. Ooh, 500. Okay, so as long as I get the timing, even better. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nothing down here. Oh, where does that going? Okay, so is this the optional path or is this the main path? It's hard to know because there's no map. This is a sock. It can't possibly go on for that long, right? Yes, this was the optional path. Found a laundry core. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't even know what this is. Is this like a tablecloth? A sarong? I don't know. Ow. Eat water, nerd. It is quite shocking that you're not weak to water, but... you know. Yeah, I need, like, hydro pump. Currently, I basically just have water gun. I need hydro pump. I would even take surf. You know? I would even take surf. That's a really long sock. Not quite a thigh high, but still pretty long. Okay, one more. Okay, and luckily it's just one washer spirit. And you didn't move, so I can stay in the front and hopefully do big damage to you. Not if I don't get the timing, I won't. Okay, well, it's just going to be another water pillar. I'm not going to get the timing, but that's fine, because it doesn't matter. You are super, super low HP. And... are we working our way into that? Are we, like, spiraling? Yes, we're spiraling into it. Okay, and I imagine this is going to be a boss fight of sorts. Possibly like a solo Cerulean boss fight, or maybe I just revived Dustin, and that's kind of it. That could be it too. I don't see an altar. Wait, someone's up ahead. Oh, it's me. Oh, is this a mirror match? What the? You're not the real Starprint. You're an imposter. Imposter? Hand him over to me. You're far too weak to carry him any longer. What? No. Stay back. Are we dealing with a little bit of imposter syndrome? I think we are. Or is it straight up a case of like, yeah, we did just steal the robes of someone? Because I could see it being either way. It could be imposter syndrome, or it could be we, like, actually did take the robes from this mage. Okay, I dodged it. Eat water pillar, nerd. You resist that. I still did 574, though. How you feel about Bubble Blast instead? Bubble Blast is just too weak. Yeah. Bubbles are not going to cut it. Okay. Odd timing, but I had to step away for a second. Okay. You're just gonna keep eating water. Even if you resist it, I'm going to wash you. Oh. It's a familiar. Well, you luckily don't do a lot of damage. This is kind of like a... you know. Oh, well, you're weak to water. This is a situation where you're really, really weak. Because, I have to fight using a character that may not be level up, etc., etc. Think Kimari, or a lot of other instances in games where you're forced to use a party member that you may or may not be using. Looking at you, Tales of Vesperia, as well. 4,000? Oh my god. That's a lot of solo battle experience. Gimme though. Hang in there, Dustin. Where am I? What is this place? Yeah, you died. We gotta bring you back with the Dragon Balls. Don't you give up now, Keeper. Loot. No. This is my fault. Turn yourself in and maybe I can convince my father to go easy on you. Bluebin, what are you doing here? It's not a knight's place to question the will of his king, Binsley. On your feet, Squire. Is this all you're made of? You... Are you really behind all of this? Why don't you ask for yourself? Its power could be yours, you know. All you need to do is ask. There's nothing I need to know, other than my friends are still out there. And I'm stuck in this stupid dream. I gotta wake up. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. I have to save them. I have to save everyone. Good. You are ready. Thanks, Shinron. Awaken, Dustin Binsley. Oh, thank heavens you're still alive. You and your friends have my gratitude for bringing my weakened spirit to rest at long last. You're the former star-printed laundromancer. Milady, it is an honor. I was, a long time ago, before the war, before the soapstone, before the 8-ball. I took on the mantle of fairy washmother, and for an age I held back the waste from creeping into this world. But that time has now ended. Ma'am, was all of this predetermined? You both have much yet to learn. In order to defeat the 8-ball, you must first learn how it came to be. And the legend of the Knicks of Knack. Knack? The best-selling PlayStation game? Or PS3, or was that PS4? I think it was PS4. Yeah, PS4. In ancient times, when life first sprouted in this world. Back at the very dawn of the dump. There was a builder who combined the power of magic into his work. He crafted a set of objects that, though mundane in appearance, could bend and shape reality itself. Known as the Knicks of Knack. A lava lamp, the lava lantern. The soap on a rope stone. Rubik's Cube, the Rubicon Cube. The Spirit Calling Board. Yeah, I can't call it a Ouija board because that's copyrighted. And of course, the all-seeing 8-ball. Crazy powerful artifacts, alright. The Knacksmith gave these to the 5 great factions of the dump, trusting them to lead wisely and to use these powers for good. I see. But instead they fought over them. However, it was not long before these gifts became weapons in their hands. The Lens of Phil nearly tore themselves apart in the ensuing wars that erupted. The Knacksmith who forged them exiled himself in shame. It wasn't until an age later that the early bookkeepers recovered the artifacts and sealed them away behind steel and stone. So none would ever find and abuse these powers again. However, in their arrogance, the keepers kept one of the knickknacks for themselves. For who could resist the allure of the future? For ages it sat in the restricted section of Book's End, covered in dust, waiting in silence, for a fateful day where it would be dragged back into the light by the unlikeliest of friendships. Prince Garbamesh, the brashest of the sons of Scarporia, with no deeds to his name and everything to prove, and his faithful scribe, Malvius Bookworm, a young and brilliant keeper of the order, overworked and overlooked, desperate to climb his way up the librarian's ladder. A pairing that would rock the very foundations of the dump. The keeper had taken what he found from the shelf without permission, and brought it before the prince, who was seeking every advantage. The 8-ball revealed a promise of the throne and more. Something ancient, something buried deep beneath his father's castle. He was convinced this power would lead them to infamy, and like a fool, I agreed to help them. We ventured lower and lower into the forbidden depths, to a place where no living soul had stepped in centuries. And in the dark, we found it. The weapon of the ancients. But when Garbamesh laid his hands upon it, we awoke something far worse than any of us could have imagined. We fled the catacombs in a mad rush and barely escaped with our lives. Scarporia wasn't so fortunate. Yup. It is neat getting to see, getting to hear this from someone that was there. Oh, Garbamesh, young and naive. We watched in horror as the city fell. Monsters poured from the crater, unleashed upon the realm. Within a few weeks, they would spread halfway around the dump. Garbamesh swore us to secrecy there and then, never to speak of the part we played. We had no choice but to unite the kingdoms to stand a fighting chance. And the rest is history. He was the one who first unleashed the waste, and covered it up and played the hero. Yes, the stories that you know are the glamorized fictional versions of these events. Garbamesh tricked you into helping him, didn't he? So Garbamesh was evil this whole time? No, child. I played my role in this tragedy knowingly and willingly. Thanks to the soapstone, we won the war. And for nearly a century I held the waste at bay while Garbamesh went on to rule. We defeated the toxic waste together. Why is he bringing it back? Why now? Cannot say for certain. I suspect the 8-ball finally drove him to madness. It ate away at him for all those years. Now he seeks to rule as a dark prophet, shaping the future to his own designs. He has recreated the lost city of Scarporia, now a flying, hulking monstrosity of a fortress hanging in the eastern sky. The waste has been spread to all corners of the dump. The situation is most dire. As for you, Master Cerulean, the Star Prince, my successor. So yeah, it is just... It wasn't imposter syndrome or anything, just, yeah, you are the successor, but you're also not confident in your abilities. I pass on to you, the Nick of Clean, the Soapstone. Gosh, this alone will not turn the tide. You must seek out the other Knack temples if you wish to contend with the 8-ball. The next is hidden deep in the mountains of Mamelon. And with my last bit of power, I shall purify you, Dustin Bensley, and send you back to the world of the living. Yay, Dragon Balls! I mean, I would have been shocked if they actually killed Dustin off. That would have been wild. I mean, I've played JRPGs before where they actually just kill the main character off, so... Hey, Jacket. I'm here. Walker. Could it really be? Well, butter me and call me a biscuit. We're back. It's so good to see you both again. Sure took your sweet time. I think I've been in there for days. Days? Dustin, you've been in the dryer for 8 months. 8 months? Time flows differently inside the wash. You waited for so long? It's not been easy. Junk mail is completely down. The air is killing all the bottle birds before they make their destination. The oceans are boiling and monsters roam the land and sea. Wish I could say I had any idea what to do next. Well, that's simple. We're gonna save the dump. Not so sure that's possible anymore. Hands of grime have taken over every kingdom. It's already over. Doesn't sound like the Walker jacket I know. 8-Ball, the Hands of Grime. They can be beaten, and we can be the ones to do it. How can we expect to fight someone who can see the future? I didn't spend all that time on the spiritual journey for nothing. We're going to need some tricks of our own. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Knicks of Knack? Legendary artifacts from the dawn of the dump. I already got one of them, right, Sari? The soap on a ropestone from the Great Faucet. It was a nick of a knack all along. According to the Fairy Washmother, there's another in the next kingdom over. In the wilds of Memelon. We're going to find the lost knickknacks, reunite with Rotavia and Loot, and destroy the Hands of Grime once and for all. Well then. Sounds like you're in charge now, Dustin. Lead the way. Yeah, we're having our hero's journey moment. Hey, it's super cool. I love it. I just thought to check really quickly if I had any of the skill up things, but no, we really don't. Alright. Out we go. We're like 26 minutes. I did leave for a second, so this might be kind of a short episode, but yeah, we'll go ahead and end there, so. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more